Michael Jackson, and it's not like a natural that you'd follow Michael Jackson with Hannah Dodd, but she's here now. Hi, Hannah!
Hi!
Hannah Dodd is, for those of you who haven't watched Bridgerton, and we can get back into your back catalogue as well, is the living, breathing superstar du jour. You're just doing so well, and you're so lovely. You bounced in here like a gazelle, and so bright. And I said, I know it sounds strange. I said, you look so fresh. You said, fresh? I get up at 3:30. I'm just back from Cannes. Having smoked cigars all day. So
That's me.
how's it going there, kid? You doing okay? Tell us about, where did you come from? So you woke up at 3:30.
3:30.
The alarm goes off. Where are you?
I'm in Cannes.
In what hotel?
The big one, the Carlton. Is that what it is?
Okay, let's just call it the big one.
Yeah.
Le Grand Hotel. And you're in the big hotel. The alarm goes off and you think, oh, for God's sake.
I don't think I had enough sleep to go, oh, for God's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't get enough sleep to really feel like I was sleeping.
You were on autopilot.
I was. It was ready to, It was a nap. It wasn't a sleep.
And you came in here to see us, despite all of that. I'm quadruply honoured to have your company today. How was Cannes?
It was really fun. It was my first time.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Go on.
I mean, that sentence to me is pretty wild. Like, how was Cannes?
Oh, I thought you were going to say...
Why do I have an answer to that?
It is curious because you've said in recent interviews that you have a little imposter syndrome going on.
Oh my God, yeah.
And, people watching you in Bridgerton or Enola Holmes, whatever it might be, will be going, look at her confidence and look how great she is. And they'll be quite surprised to hear that somebody as talented as you would feel that. Tell me a little bit about that. What does that mean?
I trained as a dancer, so I'm still kind of getting used to the acting world, really. I think when you've put a lot of time and training into something, I have so much respect for people who have done that for acting. Yeah. I know how much work I put into my dancing, so I feel like I'm always catching up to everybody else, and especially on a show like Bridgerton, walking onto that set and meeting that cast. And
was it freaky?
It's like stepping into your TV. It really is.
Was it?
And they're all so talented, but the nicest bunch of people ever. Yeah. Like introducing themselves to you, and you're like, I know who you are.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
So how do you go about conquering the syndrome then? I wonder, is there a point where you go, okay, I'm here now. This is like that. That's over. Or do you think you might take that with you through the decades? What's the feeling?
I hope I don't, but I think for the majority of the time, it's fake it till you make it.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
This was probably the weirdest imposter syndrome I've ever experienced, because I really felt like I was running, and like I was like, somebody's going to find out. It wasn't like, oh, this is exciting and I can't believe my name's in this room with everybody. It was like I was running away, like panicking. And I think it just hit that point that I was like, I can't live like this. Yeah. And then the cast are just so lovely that you're in hysterics every day, and I think it went so far the other way that I was just having the time of my life that put those feelings to the side.
Isn't that lovely? So you kind of went to the new school going,
100%.
And then they said, actually, we're nice classmates. Let's have fun together.
They're so nice. I definitely got assigned like Mama Ruth on the first day. Like you do get assigned a best friend when you start a new school.
It's like a buddy system.
Literally, yeah. And I didn't let her go for the next 8 months.
Tell me all about Francesca at Bridgerton. I mean, your character was there in previous seasons, but not played by you. So here you come. With a big role, because everyone wants to know who you end up with. There's 2 fellas knocking on your door. We'll get to that in a minute. But tell us a little bit about your character and what she's doing, because she seems to be slightly, not that she's lacking confidence, but definitely not an extrovert as such.
Yeah, she's definitely an introvert, which is a bit different to the Bridgerton siblings that we've seen so far. She works slightly different to them, and she enjoys her own time and her own space. And
her music.
And her music is a big thing for her. And she enjoys like being with her family and watching them and stuff, but she really does not ever want to be the centre of attention. Yeah. And then this season she gets thrust into the ton, so...
Now the ton.
The ton.
Let's discuss the ton. Out in the ton. What is that to the non-initiated?
It is the marriage mart, essentially. Yeah. So it is young debutantes who are looking for a husband. It's their time to marry. Around the age of 18, most of them.
It's like a cattle market with nice dresses.
Literally that, yeah.
I mean, it's shocking.
It's pretty shocking that happened. Yes, it is.
Okay. So this is going back to your story. So you're about to go to the ton situation.
Yes.
And... There she is.
There she is, and she might, for those of you who have watched it so far, be getting a little bit of attention, and that's a massively uncomfortable feeling for her. She just wants to like run away and play her piano, but she's got quite a practical mindset over the whole thing, which I think surprises some people. She's ready to find a husband, but for her it's about a companionship, and it's about somebody that she feels comfortable with. She doesn't really romanticize the whole idea of marriage,
unlike all the others that we've seen.
Unlike Daphne.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah,
it's on her terms, isn't it? And she kind of knows her mind. And
100%.
Yeah.
Really fun character to play.
You learned the piano. I mean, this was hard work.
Yeah, learned the piano is an interesting sentence.
Well, would you clarify the situation for me, Hannah?
I learned a few pieces.
That's good enough for me.
I would love to say that I am incredible at the piano.
Yeah.
I am not. But I did have to learn the pieces that I played on the show.
For anyone not watching this, you're playing the desk with your fingers, which I love, because you're illustrating the story.
Piano.
Yeah, I am playing the piano. This is what I did, and I love that. The power of scent. I'm a fan of scent, perfume, or cologne, whatever it might be, because it can hit you like a Proustian thing, bring you right to a place.
Absolutely.
Either your past or somebody you loved or a relative. Tell me, you, Scent and Bridgerton, make the connection for me.
Yeah, well, with all my characters, I always give them a perfume.
What do you mean by that?
They have to have a perfume, and then I think it really helps me if I'm switching between jobs, or if you're on a show where you come back multiple seasons, you can spray a bit of that perfume.
So what did Hannah get?
So the last...
Or Francesca, I mean, as your character rather than
Francesca's got coach, which I feel like a lot of people won't understand, but it's got horse and carriage on the outside, which is very relevant for this season, and it was my character's colours initially. I was kind of these like rosy pinks initially, and then she went into Bridgerton blues. Whether or not I have to get another one at some point, because
we'll stick with Coach. What are the notes for Coach, or was it about the label or the smell?
It depends on the character. Sometimes it's the smell, sometimes it's the brand, and it makes sense for like whatever story we're telling. I always do. I didn't know what I was doing when I first got into acting. I heard an actress talking about it. I knew that scent was a massive thing for me. It would take me back to like certain memories.
Oh, so clever.
So I started doing that.
I love it. No, but I completely understand. Even though I'm not an actor, I can understand that you'd say I'm in this role.
Yeah.
Boom. It's like putting on your cape.
Yeah, it really is. It kind of like finishes off getting ready, and then also I would spray it when I was learning my pieces on the piano in rehearsals, and when I'm learning my lines, when I was doing the research. So it just felt like you were like putting all of your research and practice back on
into a scent.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your back catalogue in terms of things that you've worked on before that you're most proud of. What do you look back on so far in your young career?
Yeah.
And say, oh, I loved that.
I don't really have a job I didn't love. I've been really, really lucky. My first job was a kids show called Find Me in Paris, which I loved, and I was playing a dancer, so that was kind of my like transition into acting. But I loved being a part of Enola Holmes too. And Anatomy of a Scandal as well.
Yeah, of course, love that too. Yeah. So you've got a kind of back catalogue growing now, but this is taking it to, would it be fair to say, next level, Bridgerton, for you?
Yeah, it's a bit of a different one.
What's happening in your life on the streets now?
The show only came out a few days ago, and I feel like I've been on a plane ever since then.
Okay, well, let me tell you, you're in for a surprise when you head shopping. No, but consider it a lovely surprise. Look at the numbers. 45 million views so far. Does that make you feel a bit vomity?
That's like a too big a number for me to be able to actually understand.
Okay, well, let's just say a lot of people are watching it.
There's quite a few people,
and they're loving it.
Well, good.
Had you been a viewer of Bridgerton before you got the part? I mean, you were. How about the books? Had you been a fan of the books?
I read the books as soon as I got the part.
Okay.
So I did them out of order. As soon as I got the part, I read Francesca's book, which is like the 6th book.
Yeah.
And then I jumped around a bit to catch up. And I love the books, yeah.
And now you're her. Now you've become Francesca.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't know. Is it rude to ask you how old you are? I don't know what age you are. Does it matter, or does it?
It was my birthday the other day. I'm 29.
Congratulations. Oh my
you.
God, I'd knocked 10 years off that age because you look so young. That's amazing.
Thank
29. So you're, what day of May?
The 17th, so it was the day after it came out.
Yes, it was.
What a way to celebrate.
What? Congratulations.
Thank
It's a
you.
great success story. Your family must be thrilled and everyone's happy for you.
So I think they're all listening as well right now. Hi,
Well,
fam.
hi fam. Yeah, I noticed that. People stop calling their family families now. They just say the fam.
Hi, fam.
Dinner with the fam on Sam. Well, I hope the Dodds are really happy and proud. They should be so proud of you. You're a delightful person to meet, I have to say.
you.
Yeah, your personality is infectious for all the right reasons. So good luck with it all.
Thank you.
Thank you for suffering through the 17 floors to get here, which you walked by stairs, to get here despite hopping off a plane from Cannes. Let's do it again sometime.
Yes,
all
thanks
right.
for
Hannah
having
Dodd
me.
can be seen. Thank you so much. Can be seen as Francesca Bridgerton. She's shining like the superstar that she is. It's currently playing. It's season 3. 4 episodes cleverly parked, and then another 4 coming up in June.
Yeah.
June 13th, I
June
think is it.
13th.
Okay, very excited about that. Well done. Good luck with it all.
Thank you.
Virgin Radio.